All right, guys. So this brings us to our final DC news-related topic today, and it's gonna be a quick one, but I thought it was kind of interesting here. So for Wonder Woman Day, they released this sizzle reel. DC and Warner Brothers released a sizzle reel for it, and then John actually is one who brought this to my attention here. At the end of the little sizzle reel, I'll pull up here. So at the end of the little sizzle reel, you're greeted with this page. So like where it says "Coming soon, Wonder Woman 1984." But if right before here it said, oh, you can own all these, different Wonder Woman things now, yada yada yada, and then a couple of seconds later we get "Coming soon, Wonder Woman 84." And this is only intriguing, really, because it's like I know everyone's thinking like, well, no shit, dude, we know it's coming, but like the point being is that right now it's officially slated to be released on December 25th. So they went out of their way to not include that release date on here, which I don't know. Like John was saying off camera, this kind of is maybe an indication that they're definitely not going to be sticking to that release date. So,
Yeah,
I mean,
I would assume not.
yeah. I mean, I don't know all the theaters are pretty much shut down now again because they didn't have any new things to show. So, I mean, I don't know. I feel like at some point something's gonna have to stay in theaters in order for the theaters to remain open. But I think like the biggest problem is that like I don't know, some places like the theaters just generally weren't allowed to open, so that was kind of holding a lot of places back. And the places that were like, actually had theaters open,
I think
things
we're
like
heading.
Tenet didn't really do all that well.
Well, I think if anything, we're heading back towards like another shutdown, unfortunately.
Exactly.
And
Yeah.
just who knows when?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
There's
Well,
so many
yeah, I mean, you keep hearing these news stories about cases rising, and
deaths. And
it just like Rick was saying, it's you're leading. It almost feels inevitable that we're going to reach that tipping point where they start shutting stuff down again,
Yeah.
which is unfortunate. But
I would almost bet on it. Like, yeah, it is
Yeah.
unfortunate.
Well, I was thinking a lot of places too, like I said, they haven't even been open really. So
well, and you saw just movie after movie. You saw Bond. We've talked about it. We saw Bond. We saw Black Widow. We've seen all these big name movies kind of set these dates for the fall. Like, hey, okay, we'll reopen once things are reopened. We'll release these movies. But then Tenet comes out and it doesn't do the business that I think a lot of people were hoping it would do. And I think a lot of people saw the writing on the wall and decided, you know what, 2020 is a wash. Let's move everything to 2021. And
True.
I was shocked because my recollection of it was that you heard that Bond was moved, and then you heard that Black Widow's moved to next year. And I thought for sure you would hear within a few days, if not a week, that Wonder Woman was also moved. And up until now, there has been no official word that Wonder Woman is moving from her Christmas Day release. Um, but this sizzle reel that they release, I mean, there's no way in the world that they release a sizzle reel for Wonder Woman Day and fail to include the actual release date for the movie, if they have one.
exactly, because that's the thing. If you look up Wonder Woman 1984 release date right now, it still says December 25th, 2020. So they haven't bumped it back. As they're still officially saying that that's it. So I don't know. I definitely think though that this definitely is speaking to the contrary. In all honesty, because I mean, this came out on October 21st, so just a couple days ago. This was presumably, yeah, maybe they had this done and in the can for a month or so, and just waiting to release it on Wonder Woman Day. Even so, you think they
It's a
would have still put the date on there?
Yeah, it's a graphic. There's no way they can't go.
Right.
They could have gone in 10 minutes before this sizzle reel was dropped and changed that graphic to be, December 25th, coming December.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's very intentional on their part.
Yeah, I'm thinking this is definitely the first inadvertent indication from them that Wonder Woman is going to be pushed back, and they're probably not even going to put a date on it when they push it back. They're probably just going to indefinitely push it back.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what Bond did. And
Yeah.
do what?
It'll say something like summer 2021, something
Yeah,
like that.
just coming 2021. Like,
Yeah.
leave it ambiguous and just because, like, who knows? Like, Because if things are going the way they're going, there's plenty of people who thought this would all be over by April, right? So it's
Elon
not.
Musk did.
Yeah, it's not, and so
Almost the birthday.
yeah, it's almost been like it's sometime in November, right?
Just like late November, early December. I
Yeah.
think. Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know. It's definitely, and then like too, there's always been the people saying that like, despite what a lot of the media says, and most of the scientists are saying that even if there was a vaccine, it wouldn't be available till like December 2021. I've seen reported like to be
Crazy.
readily available to everybody actually being able to have it. So it's like one might be available, some people might be able to get it sooner, but not across everywhere, and that's still going to impact places like theaters from being open. And like if the theaters aren't open, the studios can't put the movies out. So I don't know. We'll just have to wait and see. Question is, guys, what do you think? Are you kind of agree with us here that this is like I said, the kind of the first indication that we're getting from Warner Brothers that Wonder Woman is inevitably going to be delayed again, probably until indefinitely till 2021, because that's kind of what we're thinking on this one. So whatever you guys think, let us know down in the comment section below.